we are out here putting in the 10,000 hours with my cactus buddy, wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom. Hope you're all doing fine on this morning. And what I want to tell you on this morning is that life is a mystery. We don't always have to try and figure out life, because what I keep coming to realize, okay, in this reality, is that we are not supposed to know everything. We are supposed to be lost sometimes. We are supposed to wonder, what's out there in the sky. You look up at the stars at night. What is out there? We don't know. Life is a giant mystery, okay? And it's supposed to be that way. So if you're feeling lost, confused, uncertain, you're trying to figure things out, just know that life is the biggest mystery. And be okay with that. Sit with that. And be with that. So, in today's video, what are we talking about? What are we speaking about today in this installment of Freedom Speaks? Okay, see what happens when you feed this to your mind. When you feed this to your mind, what are we talking about? When you feed your mind positivity, when you feed your mind love every single day, I want you to see what happens. I want you to see what happens when you feed these things to your mind every single day. And the every single day part is probably the most important part. Every single day, we must be feeding our minds positivity, love, expansion, growth, because what you focus on grows. And I'm sure you guys know this. I'm sure all of you watching this, you already know that what you focus on, the sun's coming up, so beautiful. What you focus on in this reality is going to grow. What you focus on in your mind is going to grow. It's going to become bigger. It's going to manifest into things. It's going to manifest. Okay? I want you to be aware of the thoughts in your mind, because what you feed your mind on a daily basis is actually what you become. What you feed your mind on a day-to-day basis, this is what you become. And a lot of us today, we are not feeding our minds the right things. We are feeding our minds hate. We are feeding our minds distractions. And that's the biggest thing that we need to watch out for, is the distractions. The distractions are going to keep you confused. They are going to keep you lowered. They're going to keep you in a lower state of vibration. The distractions. This is the biggest thing, and this is how the world gets you. This is how this society gets you. This is how they get you. Okay, but I outsmarted the system, and I know you did as well. And we continue to outsmart this system every single day by feeding our minds love, by feeding our minds sunlight. Sunlight! Okay, this is what we must feed our minds every single day. Watch out for the distractions, because when you are distracted, when you are in a state of distraction, you cannot be aware of your thoughts. Therefore, your thoughts are controlling you. Your thoughts are running on autopilot, and you are not aware. It's the awareness. You see, awareness is the opposite of distraction. When you are not distracted, you are aware. You have awareness. You have a heightened sense of awareness, and this is where we want to be. We want to be on this side, guys. We don't want to be distracted. We don't want to be distracted. And how do we let go of the distractions? How do we do it? Guys, when I am out here, when I am out in the desert with the birds chirping, okay, and the sun rising, there are no distractions. It's only life. It's only life out here. That is it. And this is the truth. Nature is the truth. This is what we must move closer to every single day, the connection with nature. Feed your mind life. I'm looking at the trees. I am feeding my mind life every single day. Love, positivity, growth. Everything's growing out here and thriving. We just had a nice rainfall and everything is just thriving out here. And this is why nature is the truth. This is why nature is so abundant. We can feed our minds abundance every single day. You know, I walk outside, I'm looking out at the mountains, and it's so abundant. It's so abundant. There are thousands of trees. There are thousands of rocks. There are thousands of cactus. There are thousands of animals, birds. Everything is thriving, and it's so abundant. This is what we must begin to feed our minds every single day. Every single day. I'll say it one more time. Every single day. Feed your mind life. And guys, we don't just eat through our mouths. This is something I want to say as well. You guys know this. We don't just eat through our mouths. We eat, in fact, we actually eat more through our eyes than we do through our mouths. We actually eat more through our eyes than we do through our mouths. And why is this the truth? We don't realize when we're eating through our eyes, but we are doing it in every single moment. We are eating something through our eyes, whatever we're looking at. You see, and I notice when I go into town, when I go into the city, when I go into a very congested place, my eyes are here and they're there and they're looking. And I notice this within myself, how my mind just goes there. My eyes, they just go there. They go to that sign, they go to that billboard, they go to that person, they go to that car, they go to that license plate number, okay? This is what I notice, and it's all distractions. But if you are aware, these distractions will not control you. You will control the distractions instead of the distractions controlling you. Okay, it's all about awareness. What we feed our minds. We must be aware of what we are feeding our eyes and our ears every single day. You see, I'm listening to music in 528 hertz because I know that this is the love frequency. This is a solfeggio frequency found in nature. It's a vibration found in nature that will actually make you love yourself, okay? This frequency will make you love yourself. Try listening to 528 hertz, but don't just listen to it. Feel it. Don't just listen to it. Feel it. Feel it within your spine. Feel it within your body. Feel it within your heart. And you will actually begin to vibrate. You will literally feel your body start to feel like sunlight. And I'm not kidding. 528 hertz. Check it out. Check it out if you have not already. Check it out. And this is the kinds of things that we need to be feeding our minds, feeding our bodies, feeding our ears every single day. See what happens when you start to feed your mind life, when you start to feed your mind positivity. Guys, what kind of content are we watching? You're doing a good job right now by watching me. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Maybe I'm not kidding. But you know, okay, what kind of content you should be watching. Are you feeding your mind positivity, or are you feeding your mind things that are going to bring you down and things that aren't going to help you evolve, right? And we're not perfect. We're not always perfect. Sometimes we're going to tune into something that is not necessarily the greatest for us, but that's okay. We're not here to be perfect. We are not here to be perfect. That's another thing to remember when it comes to feeding your mind positivity. We did not come here to be 1000% perfect. It's never going to be that way. In fact, you find the perfection in the imperfection. You find the perfection inside of the imperfection. And that's something that takes a lot of time to realize in life and come to terms with, is that, you know, imperfection actually is perfection. And everything in this universe, you know, entropy, change, everything wants to just go to disorder. Naturally, everything just goes to disorder. but the mind likes to order things. So this is a little bit of a problem, as we can see. But be okay with that. See, the more you connect with nature, the more you connect with life and yourself, the more you will become okay with imperfection, because you'll realize that imperfection is the perfection. You see that tree, it's not perfect. That rock isn't perfect. It might be cracked, it might be a little broken, it might be a little darker than the other rocks, but that's okay. That is 100% okay. So when it comes to feeding your mind positivity, when it comes to feeding your mind love every single day, you don't have to be perfect. We don't have to always be 100% perfect, because when we chase perfection, we will actually bring ourselves down. We will lower ourselves without even realizing it. So guys, I want you to see what happens when you start to feed your mind these positive things every single day. And it's so amazing to be a part of this awakening where we are changing. Our awareness is rising. That's literally, I believe, what this whole awakening is about. It's about our awareness rising up. We are rising up. Our consciousness, our energy is rising up. We are literally leveling up in this video game. We are leveling up. We are upgrading. Our DNA, our cells are upgrading. Our immune systems are upgrading. Our bodies are upgrading, okay? And it's so beautiful to be a part of this. Our minds are upgrading. We're starting to become aware of when we have negative thoughts. We are starting to become aware of when we have demeaning thoughts, of when we have lowering thoughts that want to bring us down. And we catch these thoughts and we say, no, I'm actually going to revert my focus onto sunlight and life and positivity and everything that is going to help me in this life. Abundance, love, freedom. See what happens when you feed your mind freedom. See what happens when you feed your mind abundance. You will become your greatest version. You will become life. You will become who you are meant to be. You will become who you are meant to be on this planet. And that will begin to spread to other people. It will begin to spread to everyone around you. And it's the most beautiful thing ever. But we must be aware, guys. We must be aware of what we are putting into our minds. This is the awakening, the great awakening, the great conjunction of 2020, December 21st, 2020. The great awakening kicked off where our awareness began to rise for a lot of people. And I know there's a lot of people that actually began to wake up a lot earlier, like 2012, 2006. I think it's like happens in waves. It happens in increments. But that's kind of besides the point. Focus on love. Focus on life today and every single day, and you will become your absolute greatest version. You will become your best, most loving, most authentic, most genuine self. And also remember that this happens over a period of time. It takes consistency. It takes a lot of consistency and work to feed your mind positivity, because like I said, all around us are the distractions. All around us is the negativity, the bad news, the things that are trying to keep us down. But you must rise up above it. You must rise up above these things. Realize that you are not these things. You can rise above. You can say, no, I'm going to feed my mind positivity every single day so I can live my best life and feel absolutely wonderful. So thank you all for tuning into this message. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you smash the like button. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Comment down below ways you are feeding your mind positivity. I want to hear from you. Also, go in the description to check out my crystal shop. Check out my Patreon for behind the scenes exclusive content. And you can donate to me down below as well. So thank you all so much. I love you. I want you to have a beautiful day, and I want you to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.